Friends, let's be honest. Why is it so damn easy to break a habit and so hard to build one? And why do we tend to treat consistency like it's a punishment? Today we're going to get into small pivots, big results. And I'm so hyped because I've got a guest with me. Hey, y'all know I was coming back with some guest episodes this season. And my first guest of the season is Shane.
So happy to be back. Oh, I just love this. So ready to talk about these pivots, the shifts, all the things.
You already know.
Yeah.
If you don't know Shane from the first season, I'm going to let you introduce yourself. But Shane was a guest on, I can't even remember that episode that we did last year.
It was about beauty. It was this year. It was early this year.
Yeah. It's like self-love and beauty. Man, that was really, really good.
Yeah, we got into it. We're going to get into it again today.
Absolutely. And y'all really enjoyed that episode. So stay tuned for this one because we will not disappoint.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Shane. M to the Munchie. No, but I'm Shane. I am a career-long educator turned expat here in Thailand. With my own brand, Munchie. Tap in.
We love Munchie.
This is a Munchie house. But yeah, I've been doing my thing out here for about 5 or 6 years now, and so along the path, we've been fortunate to connect and just really share part of this beautiful journey. And there's something special about Thailand that But yeah, so that's kind of my story, and just looking to kind of continue to share more of that and have real conversations with real people.
Shane's being humble, y'all. Definitely one of the ones, okay? And just really, really great energy, which is why I feel like we connected and we keep the convo rolling. And we're always laughing. And we're both Leos, so we're great. Yeah, that's what that is.
That's
right?
it.
Talk about pivot. We're going to pivot.
Right to Leo season.
Right. Okay, we don't care what season it is. It's really Leo season in our head.
Is this one out?
So let us talk about these habits today. A lot of times, what prevents people from making real change, I feel, and from my experience, is the fact that they have habits that don't align with the pivots that they're trying to make. And sometimes we can start a habit, and when we fall off, we tend not to get back up or into the consistency again for whatever reason. And again, something that will keep you from changing your life, from shifting into a new energetic pattern, all the things. And I know you know.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's talk about it today, right? Do you have a habit that you find yourself constantly trying to be consistent in?
And succeeding or falling off?
I mean, it's a journey, right?
Right.
So it may be that you fall off a little bit, but what is one area or one habit that you have where you're still trying to keep the consistency of it?
Can I give you two?
You can do whatever you want here.
I think in my personal life, on a personal level, it has been the gym. Getting more consistent with a fitness routine.
Okay.
That has been over time, really a personal goal I set for myself this year was doing more marathons and 5Ks. I've been getting in. And along the way, I've had to develop this habit of going to the gym more consistently and training my body to, prepare for those types of things. Yeah. And so on a personal level, it has been, just going to the gym. Okay. That is a habit that, there are some days I fight and I'm like, ooh, I don't know if I'm going to make it today. Yeah. But the habit, I guess in tandem with that is that I always bring my gym bag. It's a small habit, but it helps me a lot because if I have my gym bag, I feel inherently I gotta go to the gym, prepared. Right? And then I feel weird when I don't bring it, even on days where I'm like, I might be on the fence, but just something about that habit of carrying a bag or a gym bag. Yeah, it shifts my brain. It definitely helps me get more focused and into the habit of doing it. Because I'm just show up today. Man. I got the bag. I don't have an excuse not to show up today because I brought the bag.
See, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that later, a little later in the episode. What you've done is really like trick your mind, right? Which is train your brain, not trick your mind, but train your brain. Yeah. And what they say, like, stay ready. You never got to get ready.
That's it.
And that's one of the ways that we'll talk about, like one of the takeaways and how you can keep up with your habits is really training your brain to stay ready. Yeah. Okay, so what's the other habit?
So the other one that I think I'm still just getting into a groove is content. Like, you know, truth be told, I'm a one woman brand. You know, I do everything myself, literally everything on two sides of the world. And so the thing that always falls off for me is the content, right? I capture it. I go out places. I get it. Yeah. But it's the posting and it's the scheduling and it's the like, you know, it's always just the thing that tends to fall. Yeah. And I do struggle sometimes to get back on the wagon with that. But it's definitely something that like I know it's sometimes seeing the results and like the rewards of when I am consistent with that to kind of trick my brain again to say, okay, maybe we should get back to it. But the content, man, it's it's a challenge sometimes.
You preach it to the choir. I mean, I know people see me crank out a lot of content, but the amount of content that I crank out versus the amount of content that I plan to crank out, not the same. Not the same, y'all, at all. But I think something that's really important as we continue on our habit journeys is just acknowledging where we are. I feel like a lot of the things that, like even the question that I asked earlier, why is it easier to fall off, is because a lot of it comes with judgment. We judge ourselves so often.
We're our biggest critic.
100%. Yeah. And that will slow your motion more than just the fall off. Right?
And the whole time other people see it, they're like, yeah, you're doing your thing. And you know, you feel like, wait, for real?
If you go to the gym one day a week, you're doing better than me. Okay.
You put one piece of content out, you're leaps and bounds.
Literally up there.
Yeah, no.
And that, like those many moments where you can clap for yourself, taking every opportunity to clap for yourself is the way that you keep being consistent. And I think we fall off when, one, we judge ourselves. Two, when we compare ourselves. That compares. Woo, baby.
Steal it every time.
It's like, damn.
Yeah. I can't have nothing.
Damn. I did it again. And everybody can see me. Whole time nobody's looking.
Nobody was even paying attention.
Didn't even know. Had no idea.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. We do it to ourselves.
But we do it. I was just about to say, but we do it to ourselves.
That's facts.
So it's like, how do you pull back from that automatic response to judge or compare?
I think a part of it is just like having the self-awareness around that's what you're doing in the first place. I know I mentioned this before, but like I feel like we're very self-aware people, and so we're able to pick up on this habit, 100%. You know, within of like, am I being judgmental? You know what I mean? And so then there's kind of like this like snap out of it moment, right? And almost kind of like a third, like an out of body experience, right? Yeah. Where oftentimes I have to tell myself like, okay, like, come on.
What are you doing? Yeah, what are you doing? Come on.
What are you doing?
Be honest. Like, you're a human. You're fine.
You're fine. Show yourself some grace. Keep it moving. It's okay. This is a fleeting thing. It's not going to last or feel like this forever. Right. It's okay. It's fine. But don't wallow in it. You know, and I think that's also a tendency we tend to have. It's just like we get down on ourselves when we do drop the ball instead of that time, the same amount of time I spent, you know, commiserating about the fact that I dropped the ball. Right. I could really be trying to put some steps forward and like, okay, how do I pick it up? And how do I pick it up, but how do I like hold it? How do I get a better grip on the ball when I do pick it up? Right. What are the habits and things I need to change that led me to drop it in the first place? Right. And having that real conversation with ourselves. But I digress.
You hitting on some stuff now. She's moving ahead of the episode for sure. But it's perfect because that is like a great segue into the next part. I think really unpacking the habits is where people don't pivot enough. So you fall off, right? You go into the gym, you're consistent. One rainy day, one sick day away, one, last minute phone call, gotta do something for somebody else away from not being consistent anymore. And especially when I feel like when you get sick or when the universe is universing and you can't keep going in the way that you want to, you fall victim to the judgment and the criticism and the comparison. I don't think people take time enough to be like, okay, it was just that time. Like it was just that inconsistent space. I'm not the person that stops going to the gym every time. And I think we have a tendency to label ourselves. For example, I'm talking about myself. My eating journey has been a journey, right? And I make pretty healthy eating habits. Like I try my best not to eat after a certain time, or like I try my best.
Yeah.
But I love snacks.
We love a snack.
I'm a snack queen. I just, cookie in my bag. I got it. You need a little breakfast bar. I got that too. You need a muffin, probably. I love a snack. They're so good. Why would they make so many? Doesn't make any sense.
It wasn't meant for me to enjoy.
It's literally the joy of my life. I'm a snacker. Okay? And so I'll find myself like one night eating these snacks, and then I'll be like, yo, like, come on.
Yo, I just had this, not to cut you off, but I just had the same exact thing yesterday, right? Because, especially in tandem with the fitness journey, right? Mm-hmm. You're particularly like kind of on yourself about food choices, right? Yeah. But I had the same thing yesterday. I'm just like, okay, I went to the gym. I was like, all right, I'm gonna reward myself with some snacks. So I went and got some chicken wings. I said, I'm gonna have these chicken wings. I'm gonna have these Pringles. I'm gonna have these Cheetos. I ordered some ice cream. I said, but I had that feeling like afterwards, like, oh man, like.
Look what I did.
Yeah, you ruined everything. Yeah. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna fix it tomorrow. I'm gonna get up in the morning and I'm gonna go to the gym. It's fine. But this
internal tug of war.
Yeah, this struggle. And it's just like, no, it's okay. It's not like I'm doing this every day. It's not like I'm doing this every night. You know what I mean? I'm eating clean. I'm making the best decisions I can any other day.
Right.
It's okay that I'm having this moment. And it's not a moment of like weakness. It's not, it's just
that's it.
Yeah, you start to label it as like it's a problem, or it's just like you've done something wrong.
More criticism.
On
more
top,
judgment.
right.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm just like, man, like, I'm going to finish this ice cream first.
Yeah, definitely
and I'm going to reassess the situation.
100%
I'm not going to let it go to waste.
Yeah, because come on, I brought
good money to get this over.
I bought it already.
But the grab one?
It's in the house. This is mine. I know what's really important to me is to remind myself that I'm hella human. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm 35. I won't always be able to eat ice cream in the middle of the, like, I won't always be able to grab a chicken wing, and I won't always be able to do it. And so I have to remind myself and create moments of balance within myself to be like, okay, you are still on this habit journey. You're still making healthy eating choices, and you're going to enjoy the ice cream today. Mm-hmm. Because at the end of my life, I will not remember the fucking day that I chose ice cream or my muffin, you know what I'm saying, over like the 50 squats. I won't remember it. Mm-hmm. It will be inconsequential.
I will definitely remember those 50 squats and how much they hurt.
I literally will remember how I felt, but I won't remember the day. Yeah. It won't be as serious. And I think, I got to stop saying I think. I know that when I'm talking to people and they're telling me about like how they've fallen off, or like, oh, I usually, I hate, like, I'm like, babe, you're human. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. It is so important to remind yourself of how human you really are. And of all of the priorities that you have in your life, this one is not the highest. Yeah. Keeping yourself alive is utmost important. Yeah. If you are not killing yourself, you're fine. Mm-hmm. 1 gym day, 5 gym, like you're not dying. Yeah. No one's getting killed. No. That is perfect. And so you can always pick yourself back up. Even if you fall off for 2 months, you can fall off for 6 if you feel like it. But as long as nobody is like life-threateningly different, life is not threateningly different for you, you just start again.
Yeah. And I think there's this idea of just like agency that I think we forget, right? Just like, I think sometimes we're so impacted by our circumstances, and it's like everything that's going on around us, and we forget that like, no, we do have a choice, and it's okay if you choose one way or another. But like whether it's 2 months, 6 months, 6 years, right? You have the choice to say, you know what, I want to change this. I want to do something different about it, and I'm going to choose different in that moment when that moment comes for you, right? It does not have to be yesterday, may not be today, may not be tomorrow, right? But when it comes, you'll know, and you can say, I want to make this choice.
You can show up differently.
Yeah, you can show up differently.
And be different today. Mm-hmm. That's the thing I love about habits, is that they can change any day. Yeah. And you don't have to wait for someone to give you permission to change it. You can just accept the fact that you want to do something differently and pivot. That's just like we came here, we weren't working out. Whole time we were in the US for a few months. Not a workout inside.
Gym where?
Like,
it's the only gym we know.
Right.
Shout out to Puppy Jim. I don't see Puppy Jim.
Jim is sleeping her life away over here, y'all. But we were not active, and we were staying on the south side of Atlanta, south side of Georgia, and there's no like, there's just nothing. We tried to get our walks in, but like we weren't really walking. Yeah, look, right. And so when we got back here, I'm like, get the yoga mats back, get the kettlebell, get the yoga wheel. Let's get back into it. Like as soon as we got here, we're back into another habit again. Just that small environmental pivot really did something, because now we're not in a space where we need a car everywhere. Now we're in a space where we need to walk everywhere. We got the dog here. We got to keep moving again. And so picking up on your environment, changing your environment, shifting what you do, you can do these things on a daily basis and then change, pivot, shift your life into a different habit. And like you said, that agency, that autonomy to just change is, I think, one of the greatest things about being human beings. Like animals don't always have that same level of autonomy or agency or like know-how to be able to become like ants can't be bats. They can't. It's an ant. It's an ant. But humans, we can be all different types.
Be delusional.
Yeah, we gonna be. Man,
excuse me. I identify as a bat.
Today, I'm a fairy. She was a fairy. Yep.
Love that for her.
I literally change my mind all the time, and I love it.
That's the thing. That's the beauty of it, though, right? Like you said, is that as humans, we have the power to do that. It's a powerful thing to be able to change and pivot and decide something for yourself.
Yeah.
Either way, right? Because, like you said, there's so many other animals and entities in the world that don't have that ability.
Yeah.
And they're not able to become what they want to become or see themselves as they want to see themselves.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's dope.
Look at us out here.
It's dope. I love
changing.
it. Hey, you bring up an interesting point though too about just like the environment, right? Mm-hmm. Because I think that does definitely play a large part in the mindset, the ability to choose, right? Like if you're in survival mode all the time, you might not be able, you can't see, right? I just think about a friend of mine that like, is giving herself a hard time because she hasn't been able to go to the gym and that kind of thing. Yeah. It's just like, and I think I have a lot of grace for it, but I'm just like, you're in survival mode. Like you're trying to take care of your basic necessities. It's not exactly. Yeah. This is not a life-threatening thing, right? But the things that you were trying to tend to and make sure you're taken care of is for your livelihood. Yeah. 100%. So like, no, I mean, as your gym buddy, I'm not going to give you a hard time and you couldn't come to the gym. No, I'm going to stand beside you. I'm going to be right here when you come back. Thing, sis. When you come back, whenever you're ready, I'm going to be here. And that low key keeps me motivated to keep going. Like, okay, like I made a commitment, I made a promise to somebody else that I was going to be here. You know what I mean? Like, and it's a habit that now I can hold myself accountable to. So that way I know when this person shows up, I'm like I said I was going to be.
What's up?
What's that?
Here we are.
Straight up. That's
really, community is hella important. Community is hella important. You know how I feel about a tribe.
Yeah.
You know how I feel about like I move in community. Community is hella healing to me. I always talk about all of the civilizations before us. Everything they did was in community. It's very seldom that people were experiencing life from an individual perspective. Maybe they would have to go on a solo journey to find themselves or to reach another level of what they wanted to do, whether they wanted to become a shaman. Like they would have to go out, have an experience, but come back to the community. Yeah. And so when you say like you are holding space for this friend, I think that's so important when people are trying to create better habits or trying to move away from tougher habits, right? More low vibrational habits, that they have community around them that not just supports them, but creates space.
Can lift them up.
Yeah. Doing this by yourself is hard, bro.
It is.
It's weird too.
It is, because we're not wired that way, right? Especially as human beings, like we're social creatures. We're meant to be in communion with other people, with other individuals. Yeah. So it's interesting how we've gotten to this place. But I think you bring up a good point. I hope I'm not jumping ahead, but I think part of the whole habits thing too is this idea of like perfection. Right? Like in order to do a habit, it has to be right. And you have to do it right every single time. Right? And it's just like, no.
That's unrealistic as hell. Right.
Yeah,
it's not a TV show.
Which is what sets you up inherently to fall off with the habit, because you've already in your mind decided it needed to be a perfect or it needed to be a certain way.
Absolutely.
And then, you've gone into it with an expectation of how it should go. And then when it doesn't reach or meet that expectation,
you're judging yourself. You're criticizing. It's like
the hell with this habit.
Over it. I can't do it. I'm not the person that goes to the gym.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
well, if you say you're not, you're not. If you say you are, you are.
Pivot.
Yeah.
Right? But no, that is a really good point. Like, we fall off when we seek perfection over consistency.
Yeah.
And y'all know how I feel about the sentiment. Minor moves make major impact. Minor moves make major change. And that is the next point of this. It's like the magic of microhabits. Yeah. I'm a microhabit ass person. I have many microhabits. They tend to lead into bigger things. I feel like people see the overall part of my life, right? They see me like traveling, they see me, but they don't see specifically in the traveling area. The way that I'm able to travel is because I track every dollar. Like every day that we spend anything, we have a note that Dean and I share, and we put every single dollar down. We know that is micro habit. That leads to us being able to budget properly. That leads to us being able to travel the way we want to. But people are not looking at the micro habit that leads to the traveling the way we want to. They're like, y'all just out here. Like, no, we did that every day for the year. Every month we're projecting and then reconciling at the end of the month. We're having conversations. Okay, we got to tweak the budget this month. Okay, we got to plan for like every month. I think we've been doing this consistently since 2021 when we were planning for our wedding. And we're like, okay, we need to get this money together. How are we going to get it? Okay, we got to watch every dollar. And since this is 4 years in the game, you know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't no little thing that we've done. We've literally done this every day for years. And now we're at a point where we are together in our finances and we have better spending habits because we've been tracking the money. But it's those micro habits, those little things, minor moves, that's going to make the major impact every time. And so you can look at your life and you can say things like, I don't got no money. It's too expensive. I can't do that. Whereas someone who has a habit like me, I'm like, all right, let me see how I got a budget. Let me just watch my spending every day. Okay, do I have to put myself on a $25 budget? You know, do we eating noodles today? Or
speaking on it though, that's facts. That's facts.
But I know it's for the purpose of doing what we want. So when y'all see us in Italy,
hello,
because we going there. I'm putting it out there. I don't want an Italy vacation. I'm like on Italy type time right now.
Listen, I want to see you living your best Italian life.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Could you imagine me?
Oh yeah.
The fits are gonna go off. I'm gonna let you know. Listen, put me on the boat on the Amalfi Coast.
So okay? You coming too?
Listen, out here living my hair longer, skin glowing, chilling.
Hello.
Okay,
but it's stronger. Hello, talk to him.
But it was because I budgeted for how many months or maybe a year prior to be able to live that life and have that experience with my husband, right? And so I think focusing on the magic of the micro moments, really getting yourself excited about the little things, like packing your gym bag and taking it with you every time, set you up for the gym every day that you have to go. And sometimes when we hear about people's habits, like, oh, I'm going to lose this much weight, or, oh, I'm going to save this much money, you just think about the mega goal. Yeah. Only see the big picture. Yep. And it's unrealistic to just focus on that big picture, thinking that that's the thing that's going to get you there. Yeah. It almost hurts your spirit a little bit when you don't
reach that big thing.
Yeah, because you feel so like, damn, I can't do nothing.
And you forget about all the little steps you took along the way.
You forget about who you became along the way. The thing about habits that is so important, and the mindset that people should pivot to be stronger in their habit building, is becoming. People don't want to become. They want to be.
Yep. There's always this idea we got to get to this destination, but then the journey is just lost along the way.
Man, the process be so beautiful. I be having so much fun.
The journey you need it.
Yo, I be having myself up all the time. I'm like, look at this money saving ass girl.
No, especially when it comes to finances, and I know this is like a little bit different of a pivot, but like, especially as like a business owner, right? When you have all these different things that require finances, right? It does really force you to sit down and take a look at like, okay, what are the day-to-day things that I'm doing? Right? What right now in this moment, I want a snack. I want food from somewhere else, right? But does that align with my goal, right? I want to buy this. I want to get my nails done. I get my hair did. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, but does that align with what you want to see down the line? And that's a small habit, right? So the habits it's the things you do and the things you don't do.
It's that too.
Yeah, right? So it's just like, okay, if I know that this is what the bigger picture is. So for me too, as an educator by trade, that's kind of how you're taught to go about the profession. You scaffold, right? If there's a larger skill I want to teach or make sure someone understands, I need to chunk it, need to break it down.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah,
so we're going to do this piece, we're going to do that piece, and then once you have this little bit of understanding,
then
we
I'm
can
gonna
build
add
on all these
Yeah,
other pieces, right? But the whole idea is that you take this large concept and you just bite size, take off, chew and nibble off at it, right? And those are the habits. Yeah. So I think in some regards it comes quite naturally for me, it feels like, to do that. But I know, especially with finances, like, I'm planning a trip to Japan soon, and just like, Christmas is coming up, holidays, travel. So, but it's like, okay, if I'm in the house for the rest of the month, that's it, right?
Me and my cereal,
right? And to some, I have to also be careful not to, like, again, compare, right? And be like, oh, well, so and so is out doing this and they doing that. But I'm also like, but at the same time,
they're not going to Japan.
They're not going to Japan, and I don't really know what they got going on. It ain't my business. It don't matter. It don't matter. And then I ain't here to clock them pocket watch, none of that, right? But I'm like, okay, I know what my bigger goal is. So this habit, this does not need to make sense to anybody else. If I tell you I'm not coming out, I'm not coming out. That's what I said. That's it. And I'm not explaining why I'm not coming out. I'm just not coming out.
Period.
Right? Because I know what my goals are. And this is a habit. This is a skill as well that I'm trying to build up, because this isn't the only time I'm going to want to travel. This isn't the only time I'm going to have business opportunities on my plate, right? I have to be able to, like, these little things all add up to what can be done down the road, and potentially for something larger.
Always.
So
minor moves, major impact.
Hello.
That's it. You actually made a really, really good point about, like, people's perception of your habits, right? And sometimes people fall off because they'll listen to the other people, their community, who's not on the same wavelength that they're on. And it's hard to not explain yourself sometimes, especially when people question it. And they're like your people. So they're not like, what you... Yeah. But they're like, why you can't? And you're like, I just can't. I just can't. I don't really... I'm not talking about it. I told you 2 weeks ago what I'm doing, and I'm not going to tell you again.
I big told you.
Please, leave me alone.
Respect my decision.
But, like, also don't make me feel bad for deciding something that I need for myself. And I think, again, the magic of micro habits is that you are focusing on this small thing, right? So you might not be focusing on saving $15,000, but you're like, yo, I just can't spend today. I'm not saying I can't go out with you to brunch anymore. I'm saying I can't go to brunch this Sunday. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. And I think...
And not even that I can't. I'm not.
I'm choosing. I made the choice.
I'm making the choice. Yeah.
I'm creating this habit for myself. And the habit says no to brunch this week. Now, next week, I may eat noodles every day and I could go out to brunch with you on Sunday. But this week, I ain't do that. I ain't doing it. And I'm in the hat because I'm going to Japan.
I'm going to Japan.
And that's it.
I got stuff to do. I need shirts. I need heat tape.
Like, come on! I'm go-karting. I want the costume.
Right? In the costume. Yeah, no, we're going to Universal. All of that. I'm finna eat some cereal.
Right.
That's the only
I'm in the
brunch
house.
I need.
Cannot brunch today.
Yeah.
And I don't think people want to be the person that's out of the loop. I don't think people want to be the person that's not there. Mm-hmm. And
that FOMO, man, it's real.
And that's why people fall off.
That's real.
Because they're trying to be in it.
And also, too, especially, I think, too, with finances, it's such a tricky thing, too, right? Because, like, it's always one of those, I think, conversations that people feel a little bit ick
for sure.
around, right? And so there's also that element, I think, specifically with that, where people don't want to feel like...
They broke.
Yeah, they don't want to feel like that measuring stick comes out specifically when it comes to finances, right? I feel like any other thing, you can kind of let it go, but it's just like, if I tell you I'm not coming, I'm big on not telling people actually anything finance related. Yeah, I'm big on, like, if I tell you I'm not coming, it's because I don't want to. Period. I'm not going to tell you what I got.
People don't even ask me anymore because
they know. Don't come over here with that.
What do you want me to say?
Don't do that.
Yeah.
No, but it's also like, that's why I'm not going to explain myself either, right? When you get into this habit of telling people.
Yeah.
That's a different habit.
Trying to get people to understand or agree with you.
Right. And it's
when
like,
you set yourself up.
You may not have the same goals, and that's okay. But, like, I don't need to explain. And even if you are coming at it as from a place of, like, curiosity. Yeah. You know what I mean? Versus judgment. I'm still not going to divulge that with you, right? Because I do believe strongly in, like, just like how you speak about your life and speak over your life, right? So, like, things like I'm broke or I can't do this, like, no, I'm not, none of that.
I was literally telling a friend this not too long ago. I was like, you don't ever hear me say I'm sick. You'll never hear me say I'm sick. I just don't. I don't care. The cough is coughing. I do not care. I'm not sick. I don't get sick. And I say that I don't get sick. Speaking of that, I affirm that's how I met you. Because I walked on that ship and I said, I win things. I always win things. I win everything. And I won that raffle. I just walked on. I walked on the boat. People here, right? Mad people too.
Yeah, there was hella people.
Yeah. I was like, I win things.
And you won it fair and square.
I literally just picked a number.
Yeah.
The raffle was the raffle, babe. I don't set it up, but I
don't make the rules.
Because I say what I say. Right? And you're right. Like you have to affirm as you're setting yourself up to like navigate new habits, to release old habits. It is highly imperative that you affirm the version of yourself who you're becoming, not the past version, not even the current version of yourself, because that person is already in the past too, right? But like I go to the gym. Yeah. I go to the gym. I'm just the person who goes.
And interestingly enough, I think that affirming is like one of those small habits that leads to a big result. All right? The time. When you speak positively about, and I'm not talking about toxic positivity, you know what I mean? Because it's a fine line. Like it should be fucked up sometimes. We be down bad sometimes. Occasionally, from time to time, right? But it's just like knowing and affirming that, like, okay, this is beyond me. Yeah. This is. I'm just kind of showing up, but this has kind of already been worked out for me, and how I show up. I'm either then met with the energy to, you know, how it goes one way or another. 100%. But I think that's a small habit, I think, for me, definitely, that has also been life-changing, I want to say. You know, especially as you know, Thailand's a very spiritual place, and there's a lot more, I think, of spirituality you're able to connect with inherently being here. But one, I think, really big shift, small thing, but it had a big impact on my life was getting up and just kind of setting time aside to meditate every day and creating, like intentionally creating a space for that very small 10, 15 minutes a day. But I just feel like I think about my life before that, and I think about where my life is now, and I can just like, okay, you know, and it could be just my belief system in it, right? But it's like, I believe that me speaking positively about myself, about what I'm capable of doing, about what, you know, is my life can be like, right? And just dreaming big about that and just being able to say it. Whether I don't know. No one ever knows, right? Nothing's for sure. Everything is unknown at the end of the day. But even being able to move past that, you know what I mean? And push past that feeling and say, okay, like, no, I still am going to affirm this. Yeah. I think it's definitely had monumental shifts in my life.
That is really good.
Yeah, it's something that I hold very dearly.
I love that.
Yeah.
Great segue again. You've been like really navigating this conversation. Yeah.
It's round 2, baby.
She write the episode? Shit. Like what? What's happening?
The gag is
pivot season over here.
Surprise! Spy TV.
Okay, from the ground to the crown over here. Ladies and gentlemen, Shane.
Executive producer.
Okay, EP. On the EP.
Put me on the credits.
I love it. Y'all clowning, okay? We're not serious.
It's like this every time.
Very unserious people. This is what I know to be true. I know that meditation does this thing where it allows anyone who practices. It is a practice. It's not a moment. It's not something that you can fail at. You can't get it wrong. You keep getting better at it. Meditation is a practice that allows you to safely navigate your thoughts in a way where you can pull apart the ones that don't fit way easier than you could have before. Not that you can't without meditation, but it allows you to navigate them so that you can say, these don't serve me in the way that they once did. I can release them. And people think meditation is just kumbaya, sitting with yourself. Not it. Not it at all. I meditate all the time.
Same.
I don't even have to be sitting down. I meditate.
I ain't got to be at home.
At all. And meditation deep with my thoughts. My ability to process, analyze, see, reject, keep moving, not judge is because of meditation.
In real time.
Instantaneous ability to do it. And it gets better and stronger every time I practice, right? And I know one of the ways that you can, if you've fallen off with your habits and you want to get back in alignment, you want to pivot back into the habit or the version of yourself that you're creating through the habit, you meditate on who the person you're becoming, like who that version is. You don't focus on who you had to stop being to be the version. You focus on the being that you're becoming. When I see myself as the version who is next, man, get out my way. Because when I tell you I'm coming through, out of there. I will bulldoze every single thing in my path to become that. Like, it is almost insatiable. I become a dog. You know what I'm saying? Dog. Yeah. Like, for real. Because I see her. And it's like I know her. I meet her. Okay, so what does she gotta do? She gotta stop doing this. She gotta start doing this. She gotta move across the world. She's gotta stop talking to these people. The habits kind of start forming themselves when you can get clarity on the version. The process starts happening. Every time you're ready to elevate, you'll lose people. Every time you're ready to elevate, you will lose people. They gon' fall off. They gonna fall off. That's just that's the game.
And the thing too is sometimes you're gonna be the person for others that also has to get lost.
You have to.
Right? Like, it might not it's not
about your journey. They gotta go somewhere else. And you can't go with them. So now you over here. Right? But it's being able to, like, not focus. And I'm not saying don't focus on, like, the destination, but it is the becoming that you focus on. Meditation helps you focus on the becoming. Meditation will help you dissect those habits that you have to pick up. It'll help you hear yourself so clearly that you're like, nah, I gotta get to the gym. Because sometimes we want to pick up the habits just to be aesthetically pleasing. Yeah. We want to get to the gym to be that girly this summer. Yeah. When the whole time your heart is like, we tired. And we need to be worked out. There's too much fat around us, and we cannot hold it. I don't
feel my best.
I don't feel good in my body. Yeah. So when I start working out, it's not because I want to look the part. It's because I don't feel the part. Yeah. I'm like, okay, on the look, I'm great. I'm stopped. That girl cute. Cute. Okay. Yeah. But the body is like, babe, but like.
Have you had water today?
Yeah, the legs is hurting. Your legs is hurting. You only took 7 steps. Why you hurt? I don't like that. No thanks. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, no thanks. So the practice of forming habits has to be done intentionally with clarity, right? It has to be done from an internal perspective. You have to shift something within yourself in order to create the pivots that are attached to your habits. And it has to be done without comparison, without judgment, or else it won't stick. You're going to fall by the wayside if the habits that you're choosing are not your own. If it's for your parents, for your partners, for your lovers, for your friends, for your teacher and your grandma and them.
And them especially.
And them, hella and them. Not gonna work for you, boo. And you're gonna kill yourself trying to be something that you're not. And not literally, but like.
No, okay. Metaphorically.
Yeah, you'll hurt your spirit like that. Yeah. Not cool.
Yeah. And that's even harder to pick up and get back on the wagon.
Because that's a spiritual thing.
It's deeper than you at that.
Woo! And then next thing you know, you're at the Glow Forward retreat. Talk to me about
We love that.
Matter okay, fact, come on over.
We got some slots left.
No, we do. No, so okay, we're gonna plug that in.
Yeah, no facts.
But no, seriously. If you've been struggling with these habits and you're struggling with becoming the person who makes better habits, makes better choices, sticks to their habits, those are the things that we're working on at Glow Forward. How to trust yourself more. It's all about self-trust. It's all about unpacking, unmasking, and realigning with the version of yourself that's next for you. Not the past. Not that I don't care about the past, but like,
it's in the past.
It's in the past. Yeah. And you can only learn from it.
There you go. I was like, of course it's there for you to take things from and carry forward with you, but like you can't tether yourself to that, or else you'll never be able to get where you're going.
And you truly can't glow from a space of thinking and focusing on the past. Like the glow forward comes from the forward part. It's like you being in the present enough to keep looking forward and determining what is next for you. And that starts with the small pivots that make big results, which was the whole topic that we chatted about today. I'm going to share a few practical takeaways. I hope that this episode touched on something that you might be experiencing right now. I hope that Shane and I, shared something in you that you're like, yeah, me too.
Because if anything, if nothing else, and I appreciate this about you, we're gonna have some real spill. We're gonna go. We had about 2 hours prior to this a real spill.
We've been chopping it up today.
for a minute. But this is like, you need to be able to have people around you that can have honest conversations, and I think that's what the draw is. Really, all of the things that you're doing is like there's just an authenticity that you have about everything that you do and you touch. It's just like very apparent.
Yeah.
And I think that that's something that people really gravitate towards, and they should. If you over here, if you on some bullshit, don't come over here. We ain't got nothing for you.
Please don't, because you're gonna be mad at me. Because I'm calling a spade for sure.
Facts.
I will definitely ask you, are you lying to me? Because it sounds like you're being a liar right now. And not that you might be a liar your whole life, but it sounds like you.
And maybe that's a small habit you weren't aware of.
Yeah, and everybody's trying to tell you, but you didn't believe them. So now listen to me.
And go forward.
At glow forward. Yeah. Because how you gonna glow if you lying? How you gonna win if you ain't right within?
How you
gonna win if you ain't right within? Come on, Lauren tried to tell you a long time ago.
Hey.
She said what she said. All right,
on business. On business.
Here are 3 takeaways. Okay, we're gonna get out of here. But here are 3 takeaways to like really consider, and you can definitely add more if you find them. So one of the takeaways are to make your habits visible. Like Shane said, take the gym bag with you. Okay, because if the gym bag is behind the couch or underneath the bed, you're not going to the gym.
If I don't see it, I ain't bringing it.
Yeah, okay. If you don't see it, you can't be it.
Oh! That wasn't ready. Ooh, wee.
The girls are talking.
Ooh, wee.
If you don't see, because come on, how? How, Sway?
Hey.
Sway got the answer. Sway don't have it.
Ooh, wee.
Right. You got to make it visible. Write it down. Make it super plain. It don't got to be extra read all about it. Right? But you have to be able to see it if you want to be it. That's number 1. Number 2, choose consistency. Consistency over intensity. Choose consistency. Just keep showing up, yo. That is literally the thing that makes the most impact in any change, any shift, any pivot, doesn't matter. It is being consistent.
No, I agree. Can I just add to that real quick? Yeah, especially at least with my fitness bit of it, right? I don't give 110% every day in the gym. Some days I'm in there giving a good 30. Other days I got 80 in me. You know what I'm saying? But the showing up, the consistency of making it to the gym for me, I feel proud either way. No matter what I put in, I'm proud of myself. Got the goosies. And the Lucy's. But seriously, it's the consistency over the intensity and just continue to show up.
100%. Every single time. And it's like with the gym example, right? It's not that you got to do the whole hour, 50-minute workout that everybody said you have to do to lose the 5 pounds in your back thigh pocket area. It's not that. It's not that. If you are walking up the stairs and you are walking 1 stair at a time, you don't think you're going to reach the top? Well, you're not going to the bottom.
That's for sure. You on your way up. You
on your way. You just have to keep walking. Same thing, every habit. Just keep walking.
Just keep walking. Just keep walking.
Okay, Dory tried to tell us. Everybody been trying to tell us the whole time.
Lesson's been there the whole time. Just got to pay attention.
I'm not going to get into cocoa because I was talking to somebody about cocoa the other day. Yeah. Okay. That's another episode.
Season 3, we'll be back.
Please come back. Okay. The last takeaway is to treat your falls, whenever you fall off, treat it like a speed bump and not a stop sign.
You are back with a
Come on. The girls got words.
Jeez.
Right?
Okay.
It is a speed. I'm back. EP. Put my hat on. Okay? When you slip up, friend, it is not a stop sign. It is not a red light. It's not that deep. It is just a speed bump. You just had to slow down a little bit. You get over the speed bump and you keep pushing through. You keep being consistent. You don't have to judge yourself. No one died in the process. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that bad. But if you take that one moment and you make the entire situation, you make the entire journey about that one moment, you have done yourself and all of the consistency that you've come with injustice. And that is what we try to avoid. So we don't stop. We
Yeah.
Like, make space. We say, okay, we haven't gone to the gym in a little bit. Okay, cool. Yeah. I'm going tomorrow.
And then it's like a reflection point too, right? It's like, if you get over that speed bump, just like if you're in the car, you recalibrate, you figure out, okay, like, how much momentum, how much gas I need to put on this thing again, you know what I mean?
How fast do I need to go?
Yeah, so I think it's a good point to really just reflect on, like, okay, what are the habits up until now that have maybe led me to have this kind of, this slippage, right? And then kind of reflect, like, okay, what can I do differently? Where can I pivot? Where can I change in the habits I've developed so far so that, when I do reach a hurdle,
right,
it may not.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. The hurdles are gonna come up, right? But like you said, whether it's a speed bump or a stop sign, hopefully not a stop sign. But I think it's a little bit easier to discern once you've taken the time to reflect and really think about it.
Absolutely, especially if you're meditating, you can do that very quickly.
Yeah, in real time.
In real time, and when we tend to look at things as moments and not, I would say, like, this is just a chapter.
Indeed.
It's not the book.
Indeed. The book is actively being written.
It's like, as long as I'm breathing, the book is being written for me. It's not the end. It's just a chapter. And it might not even be the end of the chapter. I don't even know. So you don't have to take that one experience and make it the entire experience. And to Shane's point, like, there's so much that has come with you up until the point that you slipped, that you look back and reflect. Okay, so what was I doing well? What was working? What wasn't working? What can I pivot the next time so that when I do slip again, because I'm human.
Yeah.
I'm going to eat the cookies.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do I do different? Maybe I don't get the cookie with the icing on it. So I was a little lost.
Maybe I'll pass on the muffin.
Maybe I won't.
I'm going to have that cookie.
Okay. Well, one of them is coming home with me.
One of them.
Maybe I don't need 3. Maybe I only need 2.
2. Max.
Because I can do 2 and keep going to the gym, And so it's, again.
2 now and 2 later.
I really like it. Okay. All right. We're going too far.
Let me pause and reflect.
See? In real time.
I'll be meditating.
Like I said, it's a speed bump. It's not a stop sign. But do that reflection so that you could come to your own determination on what led you to the speed bump and what got you over the speed bump, so that you recognize when the speed bumps are coming up again. When you're getting whatever in your funk, or, maybe the seasons change and you tend to be a little lazy, or whatever the case is, when it's coming. It's very cyclical. And so you set yourself up for success. Maybe you go to the gym a little later. Maybe you go a little earlier. Maybe you go with a partner this time. Maybe you need a trainer. You have to be able to reflect on all these things and make different decisions, pivot differently so that the shift can be more sustainable for you. Yeah, sustainability. And that is important. That is how you take small pivots and get big results.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I just want to add one last thing. I know that was
go ahead.
Good.
Go ahead.
Keeping what works. Mm-hmm. Right. I think a lot of times when we focus on, like, reflecting and changing things, right? It's just like, no. Keep the things that you're doing good. And even then, if you want to change them, make them better. Efficiency is my thing. Man. Efficiency. I run on efficiency. Yeah, need to. Got you. That's it. The rest of the world runs on Dunkin'. I'm sorry.
That was good. Come on. It's funny, y'all. But no, man, I appreciate you being here. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for another episode.
This is so good. We gotta. This is a thing now. This is a proper.
And y'all have asked for Shane. People are literally lit up.
Come on, what's up? Slide in my inbox. Come on. Shane _ Diego. Okay. Because and I will decide if I want to accept.
In real time.
Okay. Yes. That's discernment.
But no, I do appreciate you being here. Thank you for always being vulnerable.
Man. Thank you just for holding space to have these kind of conversations. Like, we talk about being conversationalists, and it's a lost art form, I feel like. And so I'm really grateful to have this opportunity to just come kick it with you, super chill, and I can, like, honestly speak to the things and be transparent. So
we literally this space. 100% friend. This is my honor, honestly. And
you're supposed to be doing this for sure.
Yeah.
I
appreciate it.
Yeah. Don't you do it? Because then I'm gonna have to cry too.
No, we're right. Everything's cool.
Let's keep it cash.
Yeah, we're good. Okay. But no, I appreciate you saying that. Thank you for seeing my light and always, like, amplifying it with yours. That's really important to me. And we literally just thought about the topic today. Like, just threw this together. Yeah. And killed it.
Sim.
Again.
Lim.
And so whatever you guys are picking up from this episode is like genuine, just intentionality coming out of us, not scripted at all.
And Drake.
Okay, yeah. Whatever you get is what you get. But no, we appreciate you guys for showing up for yourself for this episode. Thank you for joining me for another episode of From the Ground to the Crown. Stay tuned. More pivots. We're in season 2 pivot season. More guests, more topics to help you get from where you are to where you want to be. Mm-hmm. Make sure you tune in to my Instagram channel where I do shift happens on Sundays.
Love that.
Okay. Minor shifts that make major change. And a new episode of From the Ground to the Crown drops every Tuesday. So make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Yeah. Share this episode with a friend who might need it, yo. Maybe they need a laugh. Maybe they need to know that they're doing well in their habit. Or maybe they just need a reminder that they can get back up if they slipped already.
And that they're not the only one. We all slip. You know what I mean? We all have our things that we're trying to get better at and make better habits. And as long as you show up for yourself and continue to show up for yourself, it's about you and what you can do for yourself first and foremost. So
that's it.
Yeah.
So before we end this episode, guys, I have my Oracle deck, Secrets of the Ancestors Oracle by Abiola Abrams. And usually I let the cards fall where they may, but since Shane is here and I trust her, I'm gonna have her pull a card from the deck today. That's dope. I don't let everybody touch. I don't let everybody touch my stuff now.
I was like,
yeah, because the energy.
I already know. I'm already knowing.
And I don't play. I don't care if it's my mama. Don't touch my card.
Not uninvited.
Yeah. Okay. It's got good energy here. Okay, so they are shuffled for you, and go ahead and choose. Got your one. Okay.
Shall we?
Yeah. See what it says. Ooh.
The unknown. Enigma. This has been coming up a lot for me. This idea of just like the unknown and the mystery and just trust.
You said that today too.
Yeah.
He was like, nobody knows what's like coming.
And I've been really leaning into this energy of like, I don't know. And I'm finding comfort in not knowing. That's so beautiful. Like legit finding comfort in it. And I'm just like, you know what? That's the beauty of it. I can have all the best laid plans in the world, but at the end of the day, I'm not in control of none of this.
That's it.
I just show up and do my part, but
this is it, y'all.
Yeah,
Let's
I'm trusting
read
in the unknown.
Really quickly what it says.
Yeah, that's right on time.
Woo!
Talk to me.
Woo!
What you got?
Okay.
Bring them out. Bring them out. Sorry.
Yeah. Dang. So I think it might have fallen in reverse, but we'll read.
It was upside down.
It was, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll read the overall message. It says, still trying to control everything? The answers you seek are unknowable at this moment, or the divine is not ready to give you the full picture right now. Nothing is certain. This is not a yes or no, but a pause. Trusting the unknown is about having unwavering faith. Believe in your bones that your ancestors have your back and are guiding you towards something greater. It may feel scary, but when we trust, amazing things can happen. The unknown calls us to step into a world of infinite avenues where dreams are born and miracles unfold. Let go of expectations and open yourself up to what could be.
Spot on.
Come on.
No, that's
was it for you?
That's really it. It's the unwavering faith. And I think I'm very much in that, this is a snake year, right? Something,
Yeah, the snake year.
Funny story. I know we're short on time.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple weeks ago, I live in this shop house, right? I'm on the 3rd floor. I look out just randomly decide to look out the window. I see this snake in I've never seen a snake where I live at before.
Yeah.
And just kind of, slithering through.
Yeah.
I said, damn, I wonder where you're going. Boom, boom, drop downstairs. You know I gotta come downstairs and see where you went. Why is he at the front door?
Of your house?
Of my house. In the because it's like a little nook there.
Yeah.
He's just slithering back and forth in the front door. And that's been sitting with me for a while, because I don't, snake. Yeah. And I'm like, snakes transformation, there's a lot going on there.
Shedding the layers, shedding the skin.
Yeah. But so it's really I think in tandem with this whole just trust. I'm
small
not,
pivots.
Yeah, I'm not. You take my hands off of this thing.
I've
been trying so hard to be perfected and get it right and make sure it's all.
You standing in your way.
Yeah. And I'm like, you know what? No,
get out your way.
Let me get out of my way.
Absolutely. That's the unwavering faith right there. Yeah. Is knowing when to get out of your own way.
And I truly in my heart of hearts, I believe I'm gonna be straight.
You
beyond
100%
straight, more than I could even imagine.
Absolutely. Yeah. The reverse of this says, don't be a know-it-all. Leave room to be surprised by life. It makes you feel confident and secure with your intelligence to show how much you know, but release the idea that you have anything to prove. It is safe to not know everything. And a declaration is, I am being guided and protected.
Amen. Ashe.
I am being guided and protected, y'all.
At all times. Okay. I am held. Period.
Through every pivot season, you are being guided and protected. The unknown is still safe. So don't forget that. And remember, small pivots make big results. Y'all got this. Until next time, friends. Peace.